Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show. In case you don't know who I am, my name is the big 10,000 subscribers Oga, host of the Toxic Masculinity podcast. Okay, enough introductions. Thank you. Now I wanna take you guys on a journey. Indafanyaje story mwelewe. How do I make sense of this? Because I need you guys to understand something. So, once upon a time, a group of men came together. Okay? There were no laws, by the way. There were no laws. They were still in the process of making laws. They still didn't know what was right and what was wrong. They were still in the discussing stage. They were in this stage where people coming up with ideas, and people are looking at the characters of some of the people they were dealing with, and from the characters and from the behaviors, we're gonna decide, okay, I think we like this one, I don't think we like this one. Okay, now from that, something weird used to happen. Those people who are upright, those people who are legit, those people who are strong in their dealings, people who are direct in their dealings. For example, if someone said they were gonna deliver 500 sheep in 17 days, and he actually delivered those sheep in 17 days, he was deemed honorable. If someone said, for example, it's gonna build your house in 3 months, and this was the amount which was needed to build your house in those 3 months, guess what? And then they built it, he was deemed to be a honorable man. People wanted to deal with that type of man. So what ended up happening is simple. People adopted that culture. People adopted those characteristics. People are like, okay, I love the way this guy is moving. Okay, I love this one. I love this one. And the next thing you know, there was this concept that came to be called honor. Men, we are respected with our honor. And we are respectable creatures. We are respectable beings by what we do. Ile kitu tunafanya kama iko na honor, inakuwa like it's respected. Okay? Now, have you ever heard the phrase a man is his word. A man is his word. Shit, pana. Yeah, a man of his word. You've heard the phrase a man of his word. As men, our word is our bond. Okay? During that negotiation time, there were no papers to sign. So whatever we discussed and we agreed on, we shook on it. And it was upon you and upon me to keep our word. Up to that end, have you understood? And this is our nature. Have you understood each other up to that end? If we were going to fight that community there, and then we go there and we scramble, wakuchukuliwa, kupigwa, wakushinda, and then we decide, okay, enough fighting. We are done with this fight, and then we shake our hands. Our word was our bond. So it means from that on, since we shook hands on stopping the fight, stopping the whatever, the dispute, inaisha hapo hivyo. You understand what I'm saying? If we agreed we're going to do A, B, C, we were supposed to do it, and to do it in our best capability, in our best ability. Up to there, we are understanding each other. Now, later in that thing, something weird happened. What happened is some women had to find a way to insert themselves into serving men to serve them. Now I want you guys to understand something. Kitu moja nataka ujue, a female primary agency, any female, their primary agency is their sexuality. This is why you will always see some very beautiful nurses working on the internet. You will see this is a very learned woman. Like you can see, very respectable. But she still dressed sexy. She still want to show a cleavage here, her ass there, her hip here, her thigh there. Like their primary agency is their sexuality. Up to them, and you understand. This is why you will find students in university. Like these people are going there to get high education, but to still see them on Inakoga Freshers Night, twerking like no one's business. You can see them in clubs. You can see them in events. These are people who are financially able, but you can see the way they are dressed. You can see the way they are moving. Because one thing that na madem, they love attention. Attention is like their currency. But now, their primary agency is their what? Is their sexuality. Hadi hapo hivyo umenishikanisha. Okay, now I want you to understand, men, we are respected when you keep our word, when we sacrifice ourselves to the point of disposition. Like if you sacrifice yourself to death, like someone alikuwa polisi, someone alikuwa soldier, someone was working kwa army ama kwa fishing huko hivyo, ama ni firefighter, like we are respected when we sacrifice ourselves to, even to the point of kudedi. We also respected when we solve problems rationally. Okay, basically our word is our bond, you get. So now men, kumbuka, men, we must be overt, like we have to be direct with the way we are dealing. Someone who's not direct in their dealings, they are not trustworthy, and you cannot work with someone who does that type of business. Like they are shady, you never want to work with them. Work with me, please. Nastaki nwapoteze. I want to take you step by step until you understand what really happened. Okay, so now this overt masculinity that us men have is what some women take advantage of. Okay, basically these days you understand. Okay, to be a man who would, we have even have a saying in a real man. What is a real man? A real man basically is a man who serves the female imperative. Any man who serves the female imperative, that is a real man according to today's society. Are we together up to that point? Please walk with me. Okay, walk with me. So to be a man, it has to be synonymous with living up to the feminine imperative that is disguised as masculine honor. These days it's honorable as a man to serve the female imperative. This is why women will gladly praise a man who's dating a single mother. No offense to single mothers, please, tafadhali. Men will gladly be called honorable if they are like to simps. You know those guys who gladly give women their money, but they do not chase them, they do not do anything, but they will gladly offer their value to women without getting any like there's no reciprocation from the woman. Those men will be deemed real men. And they even have a list of what a real man should do. Real man does not ask women's body count, does not ask women what she brings to the table, does not ask women about her past, does not care what the woman is doing. This guy will gladly pay the bills, will gladly take care of the kids even though it's not his kids. This guy will gladly be a therapist. Like they have a to list. I want you to understand. All this is the roots. The root is men being honorable. Remember, I've just given you the history of where it started. Unanipata, we are walking slowly. Sawa. Now, honor is a foundation for men. But it's only useful to you once you understand it vizuri, because it might be used against you. Are we clear? Oh, remember, honor is a foundation for men, and it's only useful if you understand it, because it might be used against you. Are we clear? This is why you will get to a point where society will tell you man up, but the same man who they are telling to man up, they will gladly tell him to shut up. What do I mean by man up? Honor is used when traditional masculine expectations are expected when it's convenient. When you're expected to pay bills, when you're expected to protect her, you're expected to provision for her, you are a very honorable man. But when this same man calls out female bullshit, anaitwa misogynist, anaitwa patriarch, anaitwa chauvinist, like they start labeling you. Okay? Whatever aspect of maleness then you serve the female purpose. Oh Lord, it's praised. Hallelujah. Oh, they love it. Oh, you'll be called the realest man. You'll be the best man ever. You'll be the man of all men. Whatever aspect of manliness that he serves the female purpose, yonetapendekana. But yet, when this man disagrees with some female bullshit, guess what? Inaanza kuitwa patriarchy, wanaanza kusema juu maana ko privilege, unaanza kusikia ni misogynist. Siku hizi hadi kuna watu wengine pia inaitwa nini, incel. Unanipata? Now that you've understood hiyo kitu nimekuambia, why they want you to man up, but at the same time they want you to shut up. You understand? They want to use the part of masculinity that serves them, and they enjoy it vizuri sana. So from that, remember, honor is a manly thing, is a masculine thing. From that is where we come to have this thing yenaitwa Captain Save-A-Ho. Now Captain Maseva-Ho, Captelo, Jonte Mbatiza Mapoko. Unanisikia, nataka ujue. This is where they are born. They are born from that, because this type of men actually believe if they solve women's problems, In return, in reciprocation, the woman will offer them intimacy. Remember, a woman's primary agency is a sexuality. And a man has to be, remember what I told you, he has to be respectable. He has to solve problems. He has to sacrifice himself. He has to keep his word. Unanipata hizo vitu zote. So now, I want you to understand the dynamics yenye na work hapa hivi kwanza before tuende mbele sana. Okay? Now, sasa, here is where the problem comes. And here is where the problem ilipata mwanaume tunataka kudiscuss leo. Sawa? So this man, being a honorable man, decided to go and pay school fees for his kabebo. Oh, the baby, I fell in love. And because he's a honorable man, he's a smart man, was like, my woman needs to get education. I do not want to date a woman who's not smart. Sitaki kudate mde mjinga. Watoto wangu wazaliwa pumbavu, watoelewi Kiswahili, wazaliwa Kizungu. I want to give birth to at least children who be speaking fluent English. At least I want to give birth to some men, some boys or girls who be really smart. I need some geniuses in our family. So what is the rational thing to do? Since me I never got the education, I want my woman to get the education. Babe, ulipata hangapi KCSE? Oh, ulipata C+. Okay, let's go and look at few courses you can do with C, with this KC. So now me, I'm gonna sacrifice myself for you because I understand if I take care of you in reciprocation, you'll also take care of who? Me. But they forgot one thing. Hey, Pagami does not give up. Ulilipia mdem school fees. Watch this story kwanza. And sorry if you don't understand the language. Me pia si understand the language. Tutapotea si wote.
Basacha ambaye ikolera basacha ambaye ikolera konge mubondo to omete buyo twanega ya basacha ambaye ikolera abasacha bakolera kuchinda inkekebe jwango unya ya keitaja na dingi wongi mwa kalanga ngonsale tengege gili toke ya tulakuana.
I mean, one thing I'm asking myself, yani the uncle just came with a sugar cane. And the guy had to make sure he sweetened the moment. He sweetens this occasion. The guy was just chilling, having his sugar cane. But then, I don't know if this is the brother. I'm hearing call him uncle. So I'm thinking this is the brother of the guy. Now, the guy, you've seen, in case you haven't understood what's happening, he's throwing a rope over the tree because he wants to hang himself. He wants to himself, not himself. He wants to hang himself because this guy, remember, he sacrificed himself. He did what was deemed honorable. He educated the woman, the girl child. Remember, the girl child needs to get her education for the society to be better. He did that. In his head, he thought because he was taking care of this woman was going to reciprocate that with intimacy. Ama that with whatever he wanted. Maybe financial gain. Ama pengine to relieve some stress off of him. If you get a good job, at least she'll take care of us. I do not have to do this job by myself. Okay? That is what is happening. So now, they've saved the guy from committing suicide. So now anaenda kukalishwa tusikie story yake.
Mbona ya yoko hiyo? Anatanga awia. Ilango lai tangani. Ilango ngolai tangani. Ngeke.
Anko no? Amusuwa finale na uwata.
Nimo manyeto mwana ulione.
Ani nao nikire gintu pi. Nao nikire gintu pi. Nkaoni chiomba chiana, nkaoni amatobori. Nkaoni chimburi. Egere mosomie. Arenge university ya kuchiwa akoro munyaketari. Musubati unasura kula nasura emiaka 4. Lakini bwana
ayetakula Ingereza epako kule story.
You can feel the pain in his voice. You can feel the pain in his story. Basically, the guy took the girl to university to study being a doctor. For 4 years, this guy has been struggling, sacrificing himself the way honorable men are supposed to do. The way, remember, the feminine imperative says, a man, you should man up, step up, be responsible, be a man, Take care of your woman, which this guy did. But right now, their baby left him in the cold streets, in the cold winter streets. Their baby now is feeling the warmth of another man. Na alienda kusomea udaktari, and we know vitu wale mademu wanafanyanga huko. Daktari Judas now has your bitch, bro. Daktari Judas, who never did anything for that woman, now is enjoying the fruits of your labor. The warm, wet insides of your kabebo, who you educated. Now Daktari Judas is just eating her, enjoying her, malnourished. Like the guy's just having his way, hard way with your bitch. But that's because sometimes men never know these things, bro. He never took his time to look for my channel, because if he had watched my channel before, angejua that's a very wrong thing to do. But then again, some of us need to learn. And some lessons we learned the hard way. Back to the video, please.
Polo mwana ni irangora mwana irangora
Ebintu na moko bire.
irangora mwana irangora
Oh no. Musubati uyu. Ngumagire zimeta ikobwata. Oh no, nali na tebe tunga. Era kichara ya manywa mi.
Pole.
Aswati bara ba ngoko no rando munga. Igo ta ngo yo.
Polo no. Pole tekara ngotebi. Amangana ina masini ni tekara ngotebi ya. Inje somoke warangeria. Na bana ba mbiya ne mwakara mwanda angeria. Konyo bata birikende ni. Tuigwe tubone chance ase abeire. Omwana oli ero chimnamo omolire chibeso okode pi. Ndunto chimnamo somye. Chiome chiringo chimna kona lyo tucho. Tamona tichikaera. Echinda kona lyo nguso. Chikaera pi.
Aba tumekire.
Mbanombo lepoko ya tanaltedi.
Abale ntamakora.
Tamakora tibuya. Kwano mwana ole tegera ndigere liga bolo.
The lecturer was the one who was having this woman, bro. Lecturer ndo alikuwa namkula. And this is not a laughing matter. This is not a joking matter. This is something very serious. Because she has broken this guy's heart. This guy did the right thing. He did what was expected of him. If men are expected to perform, he overperformed. I can only guess. Let's say he paid the fees. But also, maybe the guy was giving her to pocket money here and there, checking out on her here and there. Kumbe, this woman just knew. I'm just going to use this guy, get my education and leave. But the problem I need you guys to know, I need you guys to understand is that men believe women will respond rationally to us doing them stuff the same way as men we would respond rationally to someone doing something honorable to us. Are we making sense? We keep forgetting that women do not move the way we move, bro. Us, we understand honor. Okay? We know if I do something good for this guy, he is gonna do something good for me. Nimekusaidia kufanya biashara, pengine nilikusaidia kupata job hapi Nation Media. Chances are pia wewe ukiomoka na pengine ulikuwa unasomea architecture, nikisikia kuna kitu imetokea na kuita niko za by then Ruto anataka kujenga affordable housing Kitale huko hivyo. Nimesikia wanatafuta architecture. Sipuli nisaidia nikapate kazi yangu. Honorable thing will be to recommend this guy. But now we assume women will do the same thing for us, which is not the same way. We cannot negotiate desire. There's a big difference between someone wanting to do something and someone having to do something. You get? Please, I need you guys to understand the key to vizuri. There's a difference between someone having to do something and wanting to do something. This guy wanted to pay for her school fees. Wanted. Because he saw whatever future he saw with her. But now, in her head, if she was to stay, she would not want to be with that. She will have to be with this guy. Because ulinipia fee, I have to be with you. And that's the worst type of relationship unaweza pata na mdem. Because now, she's feeling like ako obligated. That's obligated intimacy. And we do not want that type of intimacy ever. Hata wewe, if you had a business, you want someone to want to work for you, not someone who has to work for you. You get what I'm saying? You want to wake up early. You do not have to wake up. There's a difference. I want to work out. There's a big difference if I have to work out. Okay? I want to make videos every day because I want to interact with you guys. But if I had to make videos for you, itakuwa the same energy. Because itakuwa like obligations like, usipotengeneza video leo hautakula, usipofanya hii hautaenda hapa, staki. But ile mimi nataka kufanya kwa sababu it's coming from my heart. It's different, bro. It's different. Story inaniumiza roho. Now, do not be a Captain Save-A-Ho. Captain Save-A-Hos, most of them have this expectation of reciprocation for intimacy when they solve female problems. Nanigat. Captain Save-A-Ho believe if I solve female problems, she will reciprocate by giving me intimacy. I already told you in narration, but I will repeat again. Men want sex. Women have sex. Men, tunataka kudinyana. Tunajua nani anatupatia punya kudinyana ni madem. But now the Captain Save-A-Ho believes for me to have sex, I need to solve problems for this woman. And in return, she's going to reciprocate by giving me sex, which is the wrong type of approach to ever go for. Now, I'm not just talking about sex, I'm talking about intimacy. Now, okay? Now, and negotiated in the intimacy, it's never genuine. It's never from the heart. And this is why you see, I know this story. I know when I was in high school, there was a guy tulikuwa nanangane church moja, Deliverance Church moja. I remember, high school mind you, this woman said, I am with this man because alinilipia university. She does not even had the slightest drop of desire. High school, bro, I'm just starting to understand this thing. Imagine high school, and we're in church girl, anasema sitaki, I do not want anything, I am here because I have to be here, I am with this man only because he paid for my fee. Once I get the money, the equivalent amount of money he spent on me, I pay him back, she's leaving. I don't know where she went to. Like, that's how much women do not want to be in a position where they don't have to be. Now me, the thing I'm gonna tell you as a guy, you always have to put yourself first. You always have to take care of you. Whenever you do anything, always make sure you are your first thought. Make sure you are your first thought. Thought ya kwanza inakuwa, okay, so what do I want to do? For me, nataka kujifanyia nini mimi kwanza? All that honor and stuff, imagine it's inside of you. Trust me, it's inside of you. But I just need you, remember what I told you. Unless you understand it, it might be used against you. Be honorable to yourself. Be loyal to yourself. Be nice to yourself kwanza. Always consider what you want first. Okay? And never believe that you can trade solving problems with intimacy. Does not work like that. It does not work like that. You may give her finances. You may protect her. You may buy her gifts. You may take on vacation. You may buy her clothes. You can literally give her half of the world. You can buy her all the cars in the world. But none of that will ever be a substitute for raw, intimate desire for you. This is why utapata mdem amefanywa like for example the woman, the man did everything he was supposed to do, but because she does not desire the man, left for another man who did nothing for her. But just because her desire for him was greater than the desire she had for this guy crying, she left. Hypergamy does not care. Hypergamy does not care that you sacrificed yourself. Hypergamy does not care that you struggled. This is just something in women. I'm not saying they are wicked. I'm not saying they are evil. This is just something that is inside of them. And until you understand that, bro, you will always be played. You will always be played. So please, I'm repeating this for the last time. You cannot trade intimacy by solving problems. Okay? Once you pay a woman's fees, now you are no longer her man. You are a father. And women do not fuck their fathers. Are we clear, my boy? Now we're gonna see how things turn out. Gonna see how things play out. Eventually does not kill himself, even though right now he's very embarrassed. But this is just the typical blue pill male mangina play card. Like, what's the word? Like this, there's the stereotypical blue pill male mangina chimpanzee. Evie, this is their storyline, all of them. But if some of us were to tell them usifanye hizi vitu, they'll think, oh, you guys are not real men. These guys want to come out like, oh, you see, me, I'm not like those other men. Me, I'm different, baby. I'm different, baby. But in return, they forget that they are playing themselves. They play themselves out of the pussy, bro. So now, from today, going on, remember, in anything and in everything you do, ask this question. How is this gonna benefit? Do I want this? Naitaka. Do I want to go out? Yes. Do I want to dress this? Yeah. Do I want to buy this? First you. Fuck the kids, fuck the wife, fuck your mama, fuck the company, fuck the church, fuck even your girlfriend, your wife, fuck all of them. What do you want, my boy? What do I want, my nigga? Na utaona vitu zitakuwa poa forever. So, thank you for 10k subscribers. I hope sikuwa bona hii video refu, but I just wanted to teach. As much as I wanted to entertain, but I just wanted you guys to understand. Big Bad Oga out.